Sometimes I think my gym is too expensive for what it is, which it is. It's the gym I go to because it's where all my friends go, so I'm more likely to go. But then sometimes I convince myself like, oh, you know, you could force yourself to go alone to a different gym that's much cheaper and save money. But then I remember that I'm not really paying for the gym or my friends. What I'm paying for is the opportunity to see Shawn Mendes lift weights next to an Oppenheim brother. And you can't get that at just any old gym, so. I guess I'll renew it.
Good morning, gym rats. We're going to the fucking gym in my cool outfit.
Wait, first of all, why does your voice sound weird?
I don't know, actually. I just heard that too. So this is a Perlis shirt. These are the pants that I wore to Logan Paul's house circa 3 years ago.
You're in a fun mood this morning.
Sorry about that.
No, that's actually a funny shot.
Hey, just so honored and excited to be back in Real Sally Darr's vlogs, the greatest content on YouTube. I miss her so much. I'm really starstruck. She ran into me. I ran into her. I approached her for a photo and an autograph. I forgot my pen at home.
Damn, next time. That's how I found out that Jack was back in Los Angeles. Knew he was in America. I knew he was back from Australia. I didn't know if it was him at first, and then I was like, I know that body. I know that walk. Did not know he was in the city of Los Angeles. He didn't tell anyone, though, so. Or maybe he just didn't tell me. I am finally writing a pattern for this shrug. Last night I emailed all of the people who are test knitting it for me, which is really exciting. Everyone is so talented. Nothing makes me happier than seeing a high school age girl knitting and posting it online because, I don't know, I just look at them and I think, where were you when I needed you? Not that I didn't like have friends or that I didn't like the friends that I had, that's not what I'm saying, but sometimes I just like see girls post about themselves knitting that follow me and I don't know, it just makes me so happy because I'm like, that was me. Like, that was me. Sometimes it feels like I'm looking in a mirror. It's just nice to see people embracing things that they enjoy and being shameless about it. Because it's so easy to be like, oh, like knitting's not cool and I don't really want to post about it because like I don't know what people are going to think about me. And it's really nice to see like a 16-year-old girl just not giving a fuck. Also, knitting's cool. So it would actually be really scary if I met any of like the younger girls that follow me that knit because I fear I might start crying. I'm gonna do my foot mask in the sink because I could use Megan's bathtub, but Sarah's in the dining room and I'm getting really self-conscious about her hearing me talk to the camera. Lately I've been doing this thing where I match with men on dating apps and I like picture an entire life with them. Me acting like it's a recent phenomenon. I've done that since dating apps were invented. But in recent weeks, I feel like I've been doing it more. We go to the beach and walk his dog and go back to his parents' house. His mom made lobster rolls and then we watch a movie with his cousins and then go to bed. And I can picture the exact duvet that we are sleeping under. I have these very specific daydreams. I've never met the person. Don't know what their voice sounds like. Don't know any of their personality traits, but I have imagined every single scenario with them. And I feel very weird about it because then it's like, well, you are gonna meet this person because you're gonna go on a date with them, and then you have all of these scenarios in your head that aren't gonna happen. Because if you think of the scenario, then it's never gonna happen. So then I'm like, well, I need to stop having these daydreams because then they're never gonna come true. Whereas if I hadn't thought of it, it might have happened. Like, I don't think it's normal to think up that many scenarios with someone that you've never met. But then I tell my friends and they're like, yeah, I do that. To me, that's just like part of dating. I match with you, you offer a date in which you will take me out for drinks. Until that date comes, I will have all of these scenarios. And then when I meet them, all of the scenarios will stop. Oh, well, now that I know these things about you, like clearly we're never gonna get lobster rolls. We're obviously gonna go have salmon in Seattle instead. I guess the daydreams don't stop after I meet them. They just like totally shift. My water's getting cold.
Cringy. She's cringy. She'll be like, hey, so yeah, this is so... By the way, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, of course. Be okay, but bust down on the gang. Cardi, I love Venn diagram. How I love being a woman. 21, can you do something for me?
If you're gonna comment anything about my feet and like me posting them online, you need to grow the fuck. Because I have to walk in them.
I don't think that's true.
Well, it feels good. Are you having fun?
So what you're seeing here is a chicken shawarma bowl plate. Whatever. Hummus, Mediterranean salad, couscous, fried eggplant. This is the winner of the bunch. Spicy tahini, some sort of mango curry sauce, and me eating it.
I feel like it has to have something to do with the holidays because this happened last year where I matched with the boy and we talked for a little bit and then he said he wanted to go to drinks, but he was traveling for the holidays and I was too. And I was like, that's so fine. We can do something when we get back in town. So there was like a good chunk of time between matching and meeting. During that time, of course, you know, my imagination ran wild. Being at a specific restaurant in a specific part of Los Angeles and his ex-girlfriend comes in, like blah, 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 you know. Whatever. And then of course, you know, I met him and 5 minutes into the date, I was like, well, you're not the man that I came up with in my mind. And also I already know there's not going to be a second date, which that was hard because, you know, at this point he was basically my boyfriend in my mind. With all of my scenarios and my imagination and all of the research I had done, it's like, I just wasted so much time planning our life together. But the good thing about that date, I felt like I finally understood the definition of there being a spark. Logically, I understood what it meant to not have a spark with someone, but I feel like that was like the most cut and dry case I've ever had. He was cute, he was easy to talk to, he had a good job, smart, liked his family, like it was just like everything on paper. Perfect. And just talking to him, there was just like nothing. I can't keep doing this. I can't have these scenarios. The holidays are not a good time for me in dating. Next holiday season, if I'm single, I am just not swiping at all. I can't exhaust all of these scenarios in my mind. I'm gonna run out of scenarios. And then when I do meet the one, I'm gonna be like, hey, I've thought of every scenario ever with every man. Let me see if I have a journal entry from then. Let's see. I'm scared. If it's embarrassing, I'm not gonna read it. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Shit. This is a journal from Monday, January 3rd, 2022. Woke up and did a workout with Megan at 8 and then went on a walk. I took some clothes to 2nd Street on Melrose to sell. I had to wait like an hour and a half, so I walked around aimlessly and got my steps in. I made $29, LMAO. Whatever, it's done now. Always hard to part with old clothes, but it's healthy. I posted 2 TikToks today. Both did not do well. I hate this fucking app! Exclamation point, exclamation point. That still stands. One good thing is that the boy that I matched with over a month ago messaged me today. We haven't messaged in 4 weeks. When I opened it, I noticed that I accidentally sent him a message on New Year's Eve. Totally forgot about this, but it is ringing a bell. I can't read the rest of it. I can't read the rest of it. I did accidentally send him a voice memo, like completely hit the record button, but like it was me talking about him being a fucking psycho, talking about him to other people at this New Year's Eve party, and I accidentally recorded it and sent it to him. But it was all very muffled, so I don't think he could tell what I was talking about, but like I knew what I was talking about, and that was kind of a wake-up call for me. Yeah, that was bad. Friday, January 7th, going on my date with this boy tonight at this certain place. A month of thinking about this date and it's finally happening. I'm so fucking scared. The only notable part of the night is when I walked up to the car when he picked me up and tried to get in a stranger's car. I accidentally opened the door to someone else's car that was like, no, 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 not me. I don't think a boy should ever pick you up on a first date. You should just meet him there because again, they're a stranger, you don't know them. But at this point, I felt so close to this man because of all of my daydreams that I was like, of course you can pick me up. Like we are old friends. We have been dating for a while, that I had him pick me up. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not gonna really talk about the details of the actual date, but there wasn't a second one. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Anyways, it's gonna be pretty bad if a boy that I've ever matched with watches this video and is like, oh shit, she was planning our wedding. And it's like, no, I wasn't planning our wedding. My imagination like sticks to the early stages of dating. I don't really jump to the end. The dates that I think about more and get more nervous for end up being boys that I don't really see for that long. And the boys that I like didn't even think twice about showing up on the date. Not nervous at all because I just, you know, it's like was the same as going to the grocery store. I was like, oh, I just like have to go do this, like whatever. Those boys are the ones that I end up dating longer. I need to stop fucking thinking about it so much because the best boys are the ones that you don't think about. And here I am thinking about it. Honestly though, I really thank that guy from a year ago though, because I felt like daydreaming about him helped me get over another boy in the same way that the boy that I'm daydreaming about right now really helped me get over the last boy. They serve a purpose. And who knows, like maybe the current boys that I'm daydreaming about that I've matched with that I might go on dates on, maybe I will like one of them. You really never know. But if I don't, no hard feelings because they have done so much for me in the past month. I have to thank all of my random men on dating apps for helping me move on in some way. So the conclusion is that maladaptive daydreaming isn't all that bad if done correctly. I think sometimes it can be used as a healing tool as well as an exercise in imagination. There's nothing wrong with having imagination, except when you get upset the person shows up as who they actually are and not the person that you came up with. It turns out that the headaches that I've been having are menstrual headaches because I got my period today and the headaches are gone. So
Bossier has launched. Boyfriends and girlfriends are gonna come and go.
Esther, do not touch that boy.
Okay, not to flex on all of you guys. It's day 2 since I made the holiday gift sets. Are available. Kicking big shit with my feet on. I ain't even gotta touch the bitch because I'm.
I haven't journaled in like months, over 5 months, which is really bad. Then I thought about it and realized that I kind of am journaling, just not writing, but I make these videos. Okay, let's see if Rob is cute. No. And that is it for the Hinge likes today, so thank you, Rob.